All right, folks, you've probably seen the webinar for RocketClips, and if you haven't, be sure to look at it. It's on this page with this video. Just scroll down. But I want to show you what I'm doing and how I've been doing this for quite a while. This is a different program that you're seeing right here. This is RocketClips. You can see they kind of look very similar in a lot of ways, and there's a reason for that. They do pretty much the exact same thing. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use this for both of them. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to come into this here. I want you to take a look. See, you can see these are all the shorts that we make, and you can see there are 394 pages of shorts. And you can see some of them are scheduled out and whatnot. And you know, typically they get a few thousand up to some of them in the tens of thousands of views. And the reason we do that is we use these to point back to the main video. So for instance, this one here, whatever this one happens to be about, it's going to point back to the main video that is about this particular subject, and that drives extra traffic. And if we were going to do this ourselves, it would take quite a bit of work. We would have to manually create each and every one of these, and that would take a lifetime to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come over here. I'm going to grab, I don't know which one of these. We'll just grab one here, maybe this one about limes. Okay, and I'm going to copy this link here. This is the link to the actual video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into both of these programs. So I'm going to drop this in here, and I'm going to hit, actually we can do some settings here first. So we can choose how we want the text to look here on this. This one's RocketClips, by the way, just in case you're following along. I'm just going to use this one here. Only add captions without, we don't need to worry about that. We don't need to worry about that. Now, this is one thing that RocketClips has that this other one does not have, and that is the ability to choose how much of the video you want to pull from. So for instance, if you know that the first minute of the video is just an intro and you're not going to use it, you could go and have it start processing there. And if you know that the last 30 seconds is just the closeout, then you could come in and you can make a change there too. Okay, I'm just going to use the whole thing because the other one doesn't have that. We're going to take a look at that. So I'm going to hit Get Clips in one click. And then I'm going to come here, and I'm going to do the same thing over here so you can kind of see what the difference is between the two. And you can see this one's starting to process, as is this one here. Oops. As is this one here. Now this one's saying it's going to take 20 minutes, which by the way is probably not true. It seems to go back. This one's saying 14 minutes. My recent things, believe it or not, RocketClips actually did beat it. RocketClips said it was going to take longer. On the one I was doing, it said it was going to take 16, and this one said it was going to take 14, and it ended up taking like 25, and this one actually did less than that. So it actually was quicker. But we're going to pause the video here and see when one of these is done. Okay, so they've both finished doing their job, and what their job is to take video clips from the longer video and make them into short clips. And the great thing about this is it's not just random. It actually uses AI to determine a starting point and an ending point in that video to make a short video out of that you can then share using the different platforms. And you can see they look very, very similar. Okay, and you'll notice in the top here on both of them, it gives you kind of a virality score of what it thinks it'll do as far as, you know, is it going to go viral and whatnot. And you'll see it makes a bunch of these videos. And we're going to come here, like you can play the video.
We'll also explore the science behind these powerful oils.
Okay, and you can see that it actually puts the text on the screen for you there. And you'll see it puts the text here, so you can copy that to use in your descriptions and whatnot. But it is a full, complete thought. And they're going to be different lengths. Not all of them are going to be exactly 60 seconds because not every thought that's in the video is going to be 60 seconds. So some of them could be 40 seconds. Some of them could be, 52 seconds or what have you. But they're going to try to get close to that, under 60 seconds. And you can determine, you can set it longer than that too. For instance, Reels can go up to 90 seconds. So you could set it to go even higher if you wanted to. Now you'll notice here on this one up here, you kind of see a little yellow thing up here. I want to show you this too because not only does this automatically create these videos that are ready to go, so you can take these and you can use them right now, but you can edit these. So if I hit the edit button here, it's going to bring us into a little editor. And Opus also has that too. So if we go to one of these, we can do the same thing. We could edit one of these videos. So just click on this here. Okay. Now I will tell you, the ironic thing is the much more expensive program here is very, very clunky when it comes to doing the editing. It tends to do weird things. I haven't seen the same kind of weirdness over here, but they work very much the same. You know, you just come in here, you can make adjustments to these. You can also adjust to what's being said. So for instance, if you decided, you know what, I only want it to go out to the end of the sentence before. I mean, maybe I only want it to go up to the word up. You can change that and it'll cut the video down to just that, and it'll complete your thought. Or if you think, you know what, it makes a complete thought, but in his very next sentence, he says something that I really want to add in there, you can add that in there and it'll adjust the video to do that. Now, in the more expensive one, you can see there's not a ton of different options. You got some caption options here that you can mess with, so that would be all your titles and everything. But this is all the stuff that they have in here too. So this, with RocketClips being a much less expensive program overall, gives you more options to edit with. Okay, you got your caption ones here. Like I said, you can change that. You got your orientation, so you can change the orientation of your videos if you want to. You got some design choices here, so you can change the look of the text that's on the screen, which is really cool. And it does it pretty much on the fly. I kind of like the one we chose, so I'm going to leave it at that. You can choose to turn off the subtitles if you want. You can choose the font, the weight, the size. You can add in different font styles. You can use different types of text case on there. You can align it differently. You can do all sorts of things. Change the colors, the spacings. There's a lot of options, a surprising number of options, to be honest. In fact, you know, we might say, well, you know what, their color really isn't green, their colors are more blue. Well, guess what? You can turn it into a blue color if you wanted to, and just make that change. Very simple. Okay. Now in here, you can enable a progress bar if you want, which is kind of cool. So you can see it makes this progress bar up here that tells you how long it's going. And you can change the way that works too. You can put it on the bottom, so now it's down here. I know it's tough to see because it's a thin bar. You can make that thicker. Okay. Hopefully you can see that there a little bit. And you can also make it go around the video, so it'll literally start going around the video until the video is complete, which is a kind of neat one. I like that one. I use that a lot. Now, also in here, you got a cool effect, which is the audio wave effect. If you want to add that in there, you can see it adds the audio waves to the bottom. You can even change the colors again if you wanted to. Maybe you still want to stick with blue. And there's kind of like a off blue color there. So you can do that, and you can change the number of lines to make it look a little bit different. You can change the frequencies. So there's a lot of cool things you can do in here. You can change the number of samples. You can mirror the wave instead, so it goes back and forth. And there's a lot of other things you can do in here. Align it differently, top, middle, bottom. So you could literally put it in the middle if you want. Not sure why anybody would want it in the middle. Bottom seems to be the best for that, but you never know. So you can do all of these types of things in here. You can also add in B-roll. You can generate B-roll stock to put in here if you wanted to. Now for ours here, we don't need to. We've already edited these videos originally, so it doesn't need to do that. And you can also add music to it if you want. So if you wanted to put music into here, you can do that. So it's very cool, has a lot of these options. And again, this is a less expensive product than this one here, and you don't really have a lot of the same types of things. You do have some things you can do in here, but a lot of it's, you know, the same, but there's less things to do. They do have AI emojis that you can add in here, which is kind of cool that you can do that. But overall, oddly enough, RocketClips actually has more in there than that. And then when you're done, all you have to do is hit save, and it's going to save that video out. When you go back out, it'll take a few minutes. So our video was this one here. Yeah, it was this one here. So you can see once it's done, which it looks like it's actually already done, you can sit there and you can download that. And there you go. You can put it anywhere you want. So that is the beauty of RocketClips, is the ability to create all of these short videos. Now, what's great about this is once you have these short videos, I'm going to show you on this channel here. If we go to the shorts and let's choose one that's actually on here, like this one right here. If you go in here, when you upload a video, one of these shorts, you actually have the option of choosing to link that to another video. So in this case here, this one is not sure which this one is, so hold on, let's look at here. It's Ultimate Pain Relief Hack. So this one is, oh, this is essential oils for pain relief. So we'd come in here and we'd find the essential oils one, which is right here. And now this short video links to the longer video. So now you're driving traffic back to your own video, which is very cool. And of course, you can use these clips on shorts. You can also use them on TikTok, which we do, and you can also use them on Reels, which we do, and get a lot more viral traffic with that. So overall, just wanted to share that with you because this is such a great program, especially for the price when you consider the competition that I paid for is a whole heck of a lot more money. This is going to be a lot less expensive for you, and it does basically the exact same thing, gives you a few more options in some ways. So definitely worth checking out Rocket Clips. Click the link down below to take action on it. And if you have any questions, of course, reach out, and I'd be glad to answer those for you, and I hope you have a great week.